You see the bright yellow bags, you smell that wonderful smell, you know it's time to talk about the Swim Stim F1 Sweet range. So first up, we've got the pellets. Hard pellets, 8 mils, 6 mils, 4 mils, 2 mils. The 2 mils especially are perfect for soaking up method feeder work, pole work, when you're putting a few out, fishing an expander over the top, absolutely ideal. This range, I'm going to say, is that mixed fishery range. So bream, F1s, carp, whether it's small carp or big carp, this range is going to cover you for most of that. Let's move on to hook baits. Paste becoming really popular. There's a powdered paste there for you to mix yourself. That's the extreme paste. We've also got a pot of ready to use paste with that F1 flavouring in there. So if you're not too keen on mixing up your own paste, you've got a paste there ready to go. We've got our expander pellets, 4 mil and 6 mil expander pellets, ready to pump, get them to however you want. They've got that flavouring on as well. They smell absolutely wonderful. If you struggle though with soft pellet fishing, you want to fish a bit further out maybe, you want to cast out on a feeder, these durables are absolutely ideal. So there's durables in the F1 Sweet range. They're a really tough little pellet. So you can fish them on a float, fish them on a feeder, strike as many times as you like on a pole. You know you're going to have a hook bait still on the end. Let's talk about the ground baits, because we've got 4 main ground baits in the F1 Sweet range. We've got the brand new feeder ground bait. This has got extra fish meal in, it's in a bigger bag, bigger particles, for bigger waters, maybe attracting fish from a greater distance. So if I'm going somewhere like Boston, this is the ground bait that I would use. Then we go on to the low feed ground bait. Standard Swim Stim F1 Sweet ground bait, commercial fishery work, smaller and close commercial fisheries. This is the ground bait that I'm going to choose. We've got a cool water version of our F1 Sweet ground bait, darker in colour, smaller particles, just helps you catch more fish in the winter. You know, when the water goes clearer, those fish aren't feeding as aggressively. That dark ground bait with that sweet smell and the smaller particles are definitely going to help you catch more fish. You cannot have a range of baits anymore without including milled expander in the range. This is a crust expander, a milled expander. It's got that koi technology in there. It's a spongy sort of bait. So I actually add a little bit of this to my method feeder pellets. It just helps everything break down consistently. This is something that I keep in my armoury all times of the year. To complement this massive range of baits, we've got liquids as well. So we've got the F1 Sweet Pellet Soak, beautiful smelling pellet soak that is, for adding to your micros once you've soaked them. We've got a cool water version of that with slightly different ingredients just to make it a little bit more palatable for the fish in colder water. And also for you guys that maybe want to cast a long distance, or you want your pellets to stick around your feeder for a little bit longer, we've got a sticky pellet syrup. So there you go, a very comprehensive range that you can use on 95% I'm going to say of your commercial fisheries and catch loads of fish.